Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, team. How is everyone today? It's another bright, sunny day here. Might get up to Oh,
No.
I'm on YouTube.
Hi,
Double.
Mindy.
I'm on double.
Hi, Mindy.
Yeah,
Hi, Mindy.
it might get up to like 85 degrees today. I'm pretty excited for that one. Watched quite a few Major League Baseball games last night. Some went in our favor, some did not. Like, I don't know, the Giants giving it up to the Royals. So I know Ziggy was all over that run line. So congrats to him on that. Eventually the Royals are going to win some games. I just don't know, when. They're going to pick and choose their spots. Maybe some not so good games in basketball. Others were quite exciting as well in the NBA. No hockey. So hopefully this show fares better than the trees at Augusta.
Well, the hockey schedule's as long as your arm today, and we'll start with hockey. Good morning, everyone. Well, that's a long arm.
Right?
Welcome to Morning Steam with the Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper, Mindy, Hahne. I'm Ramon Scott, coming to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. And we got another edition of Morning Steam for Saturday, and a big day of action, Mindy. Major League Baseball, the hockey card, of course, 3 games in the NBA. We'll talk about them all. We'll preview those games. Hopefully get out of here in less than a couple of hours. We'll see what happens. I mean, a lot of games to talk about. The hockey's really heating up. The NBA is cooling down. Certainly, I think everyone agrees. Let's start to say hello to everyone here in the chat as we get started. Of course, I want to mention real quick before we get started, Mindy, play is back underway. I thought it might be, or I was just listening to what they were talking about with
About Monday.
how long it would take. Well, they could definitely finish tomorrow now that they made it on the course today, because everyone's almost done with the second round. Some of the people that aren't, I'll just mention right now, is Jon Rahm. And who is going to stop Jon Rahm at this point? Yes, Brooks Koepka has a 2-stroke lead. He's awaiting. He might be just arriving for his round, his third round, because the second round is just wrapping up here. A few golfers have maybe 4, 5, 6 holes left, and they'll get to the third round here in a couple of hours probably. But Jon Rahm is already at 10 under, 2 strokes back. Sure, this is Augusta, and anything can happen. I mean, you could go out there and knock it into Rays Creek and get an 8 or something. But to be just 2 strokes back with 5 holes to play in the second round, I don't know. It feels like Rahm could end up lapping the field here. I don't want to crown him just yet and put him in the winner's circle here, but Brooks Koepka leads at the Masters by 2 strokes. Jon Rahm 2 strokes back, and the rookie Sam Bennett, the amateur, I should say, not the rookie, but he's the U.S. amateur champion. He's a rookie here at Augusta, certainly in this event. To have an amateur right now through 2 days at -8. A lot of internet tickets, people holding Sam Bennett, Mindy, at 10,000 to 1. And, amateurs really, this is where they fall off once they get to the weekend. But I think Bennett, probably end up as low amateur, but being the U.S. amateur champion, he probably stands a chance to go out and fire a pretty good score. To win would be a huge story. So we'll see the Masters back underway, but we'll preview that. We'll talk to everyone here in the chat. Hello, everybody. Let's say hi, Mindy, to our friends here. Glad to see already a couple dozen here on a Saturday. TJ was ready to go. He was opening the door for us before we got here. Moneyline Mills today, ready to cash. I think we need to, have a good day today. Here's Blake and Butterscotch. Blake's ready for baseball today. Ziggy is here, making sure he's here. The Scotch says, what about that Dodger game last night against the Diamondbacks? We saw the 2 veterans there.
Don't leave it up to the bullpens, right? Don't leave it up to the bullpens.
Yep. And good to see some folks. Oh, hey, look at TJ's coming in through through the other door. He's coming in through the other way. And Thomas is here today. I see that. Cool. Walking spotted bear.
Sleepy
Don't
morning.
tell Tony. Don't tell Tony. I like to go through as much information. I like to listen to a lot of shows. And one thing I do, it's like Tony comes on with, let's face it, he comes on in some, when he's done. I mean, it's Tony, Tony's channel when he gets. But sometimes he'll have that baseball up there early or something, or the bat, whatever it is. And I'll be like, all right, I'm going to lay here. I'm going to listen to Tony's show. He is not boring, but a lot of time, at the end of the day or whatever, and his shows up, and I'll be like, I'll just listen to the dulcet tones of Tony T as I
Fade off and sleep.
Get ready for sleep.
It's like the green noise on the call map, right?
Well, I am. I'm a white noise kind of guy. A fan or something, whatever, or heater if it's necessary, whatever. I like something there. A ball game sometimes. Darren is here today. Who else does that? Anybody listen to Tony when they're trying to
fall asleep?
Or any other noises, for example? Some people like it just quiet. Ron G's here. Reese is here. Wow. Hey, I know you guys are busy during the week, so it's good to have you on the weekends. We know you're out there. Mindy, like to say hello and welcome to Tracy Higgins.
All right.
Pleasure to have you, Tracy. Sir or ma'am, not sure, but Tracy needs a win. Quite frankly, so do we. So, Tracy, if you've got something for us, let us know. Langston's here today as well. Langston's been around, but I don't see him or her too frequently. Welcome to Langston today. Great. And all right, I think that's enough greetings. Let's go over to Tony'sPicks.com. You guys, anybody else coming on in, just say hello. We'll catch up with you in just a second. We'll go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Big show. So we got to get started, but we got to do what we're paid to do here by the bosses, and that's take a look at what's going on today at Tony'sPicks.com. And, Mindy, it's a deep leaderboard today, and want to shout out Collins, who continues to be hot here. Let's face it. I mean, it's baseball season, and quite frankly, Collins is a former catcher, and he's a baseball coach, among other things, into handicapping, of course, as well. So, probably a great time to hook up with Collins over there. And Daniel 4-1, Ralph Raymond 3-1, Joshua Pope 2-0. Sean Dinwiddie 3-1. Good to see these guys on top of the leaderboard here. Here's Nick and Mindy 5-3 yesterday. Good job, Mindy. Did you have any game that stood out for you in your winners that you liked?
I think the way it worked out is I've been able to, I think, get the bullpens right thus far, right? So I had Kershaw first 5, right? And then they blew up the lead. So it's one of those, I think you just have to pick your spots, especially early in the season with starting pitching matchups until these bullpens can you can get a little bit better feel for them. So, but for me, that's kind of, the way I've been seeing it, handicapping, I think 3 out of my, 7 games might have been the first 5s just because of that. And so far that's been pretty good. Also was excited about the play coming in there for the Brewers as well. So if you watched game day picks yesterday, had Woodruff beating Flaherty, and they did it. So yeah, I think Major League Baseball off to a pretty good start. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think if anybody has any ways that they, of course you could just go by bullpen ERA, but how do you weigh those right early in the season? But I think the sample size starts to work itself out. I mean, I know we're just talking about, a little more than a week now, but in general, I like to just count for the starters
Correct.
statistics, if you will, for 50%, and the bullpens now for 50%.
Okay.
Starters just don't work deep unless you know it's an opener, Mindy. But
Yeah,
uh, how many starters actually are getting even quality starts anymore, right?
that's
Everyone's
true.
gassed out around the fifth inning, anyways. So a
Yeah,
lot of
and
times,
sometimes they even get yanked at like 4. They get into those higher pitch counts and are getting out of there earlier, I've noticed.
and so I'll look at a starter ERA and a bullpen ERA. I mean, a starter ERA at this point, just to two starts for most of
Yeah.
these guys aren't going to tell much. But I think with the starters, in your mind what you might have a personal feel or opinion about a starter, or looking at the statistics, lefty righty, lefty heavy lineups against right-handers and vice versa. So that's easier to determine, I think, because of history as well. Starters, have been, unless they're a younger starter where you're just, waiting like everybody else to see if they're a major league guy. But, a lot of guys certainly been around 1, 2, 3 years or longer. So you got to feel the bullpen. You got a mismatch, a
Yeah.
mishmash, if you will. So you don't know. So
Yeah, we'll see
just
a lot of new guys, yeah.
yeah, so just group the ERA, treat them as a whole entity. Sure, you could break it down and say, hey, I've got a great closer here and whatnot. But again, you're still going to have to get through 3, 4, 5
Yeah, with
innings of
those
relief.
middle relievers, yeah.
So I think team bullpen ERA, I think is a big deal, and also a workload as well. All right. So take a look there. You see the leaderboard. Who else was up there? Tim had a couple of wins. Sam 3-2. Tiffany 4-3. Ben was picking some more dogs. Over the last 7 days over at Tony's Picks, you knew it'd be Collins up there a dime over the last 7 days. Ralph Raymond coming in at close to 70%. And the VIP account, 60% over the last week. Daniel and Sean in the profit. For the last 30 days, it's Collins. Hey, Collins plus 1857. Hollywood Sam plus 1700. I'm up there 1675. Nick 1172. Tiffany is in the plus. So's the VIP account, and Ralph also there. All right, over at Tony'sPicks.com, we have our premium picks. Those are our best picks. We're about to give you a 1 or 2 free picks in every single board game.
Complimentary.
Major, yeah. And you'll get lots of free picks complimentary, but our premium picks, our best picks, are over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages. Collins, a 7-pack for $45. Look, Mindy and I would like you to get our packages. That's why we do this show, so we can be
Right.
on a lot and get a feel for us, get to know us. Mindy, since we've been doing this show, our sales have increased or whatever. But I do want to shout out Collins 7-pack here for $45. Because we've gotten to know him over the first 16 months of Tony's Picks, and good guy, and he's hot. So Ben there, he's got a 3-pack up there. Sam, a 3-pack in hockey. He's been hot. Nick's been hot. He's got a 3-pack. He's got UFC tonight. I'll have UFC tonight as well. Yeah, it's a good card, Mindy, coming to you from Miami on ESPN Plus and pay-per-view. So unless you do a little streaming, hey, anybody want to hit me up in the Discord if they don't know how to get a stream? I think a lot of you probably do, but we're not advocating.
Yeah, I
We
saw
want
the
you to pay for it. Go ahead, Mindy.
Yeah, so I saw that I was at my sister's house, came home, and I saw the ladies were on, and so I instantly turned it. I can't even watch it. Like, I can't watch it. I can't do it. I don't like people just pummeling each other. No.
Mindy will not need a link or tonight to the event. It sounds
Right.
like she'd
Well,
probably bet it and not watch it. I don't
That's
know.
100% what I would do. I can't watch it. I just can't do it. I find boxing I can handle, but when it comes to these two, like, just literally, beating, each other to a pulp, I can't do it. I just can't.
Well, as I was getting ready for the show today, I was watching on ESPN Plus a live boxing card from Japan. Was anybody watching that this
No.
morning on the East Coast? Maybe let me know in the chat. Was anybody watching that a boxing card today, like I was, while I was not paying total attention to it, but I watched kept it on here in front of me until the Masters came on. So yeah, there's a live card that was on in basically the middle of the night, daytime over there in Japan. Anybody checking that out? Hey, click on the All Cappers tab, find the handicapper of your choice, and get signed up. Mindy, I know you'll be pretty
In
big in the action
baseball,
today.
in hockey, yes, that's where I'll be. Not quite there yet. Slept in too late. I got up at like 5:30. I should have got up at
Mindy
like
was not up watching
5.
boxing from Japan, and
No, I had the Love It or List It is what I had on this morning when I was, doing my write-ups.
bunch of soccer action going on, of course, right now. We're not part of our show, but we do have soccer cappers here as well. All right, we got a few more comments before we get started here with the show to say hello to some more people. Who else do we have? I saw some names here.
Yeah, is there a
Solo.
birthday in there? Oh my goodness.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Steve is here today. Arnez Little. Let's get say hello. Don Vasquez been here. Yeah, Don's been with us. Okay. And TJ, maybe we could get some other plays too. I'm definitely gonna have a card. Somehow get some free plays to you guys, maybe in the Discord or something. Can we do that? Just hit me up over there, maybe, or we'll see what fights you like. All right. Goalie computer comes on. And we need it today because we're going to start with hockey. Get ready right now. Get your comments, get your picks ready. It's going to happen fast because there's so many games. We got the Major League Baseball we got to get to as well. So here we go. All right. In the NHL today, the Hurricanes and the Sabres. This one starts off the card at 9:30 Pacific, 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Mindy time. Carolina here on the road. Big favorite here. They do pretty well on the road. And Buffalo, we talk about their high scoring, but again, I always allude to it. They're great on the road, but at home, often not so much. So be interesting to see what happens here. Right now, Carolina is the favorite at $1.65-ish, and the total has moved. When I put this in, maybe about I'd say 2 hours ago, maybe 90 minutes ago, it was 6.5 over 15. Now it's 6.5 under 15.
All right. Well, I actually think that I'm going to go with the Hurricanes today. Even though they're sitting at about minus 165. I kind of like the Sabres here in this spot, but getting a puck and a half, it's still at like minus 180. That's something else I don't really like. So I think I'll go ahead and take the Hurricanes here on the puck line. Both teams, on the money line, both teams are 2-1 over their last 3.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the money line with you with the Hurricanes to start off our day.
All right.
Yeah, well, Buffalo can be explosive. I really just, favor to take them on the road. Ziggy will take the money line. Maybe it's high. I don't know. But, Buffalo is, what can I say? They're not a winning proposition at home. And I think Carolina, obviously they're in a situation where, they're definitely on their way, but Buffalo's had some pretty outstanding games. Man, I want Carolina today. I can't. It's a tough price to lay on the road. Buffalo's not terrible, but let's take Carolina here. I think Mindy in this one, and at $1.65. I don't mind that. Looks like not too much interest from the chat in this one. Basically,
We're looking for Latifah to wake up. That's what I see.
Oh, well, this is a big card, Maybe she has to sleep right up until the card today. Maybe she got in and, she doesn't want to sleep during a couple of early games here like this. But, okay, you guys are done in the chat. Looks like Caroline and over. It's Ziggy and TJ, basically, and Mindy and I. in that one. But total, I'm not so sure. I don't know at 6.5. I mean, we know Buffalo's a high scoring team, but Carolina is not, right? So if we pick Carolina, does that mean they're going to?
Take the under.
I'm not going to pressure you on it, Mindy. I don't, I'm not too interested. Get to that Boston Bruins game, money line, right?
Oh, I like the under.
Did you like the under in the first
Yeah.
game a little bit? Yeah, me too. Okay, let's see. Sabres playing for nothing, and the Canes are minus 170. This game, do the Canes, does it do anything for the Canes if they win? So I don't. And we still have such several games left right now. There's plenty at stake on Saturday. That's for sure. That's what makes this game so interesting. Right now, Carolina 1 point ahead of the Devils for the number one seed in the Metro. So that's a pretty big deal, I would say, right now, because the winner, of course. I don't know. We don't know. We're going to get Florida, Islanders, Paint. We just don't know. So I think Carolina would be looking to get a win there. Yeah. I'd say that's good enough motivation for me. All right. Oh, TJ switching. No. I'm not sure. All I'm saying is that, Carolina's I don't want to just say Carolina's under team and Buffalo's an over team. It's just kind of the way it is. So it doesn't mean they can't go out and score on Buffalo. Buffalo's not great defensively. TJ on the Canes. All right.
Eric Nolan is here, though.
Oh,
Hi,
what?
Eric. Yeah, he's two up.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was going to wait in case he's commenting on this game, but I better move
Gotcha.
on.
Okay.
Unless it is. I mean, I got two. I know it's going to come up in a second here, but
Yeah.
we got to keep going, I guess. I can always talk about it. All right. It's the Penguins and the Red Wings next. And the Penguins, here's another road favorite, $1.65, 6.5 over 15.
I'm going to go ahead and go under 4-1. The Penguins last 5 overall, 8-1. The Red Wings last 9 here as well. So going to take under the 6.5.
Yeah, for sure. I think I like an under in this one. I think I like the Red Wings to be live here in this one. Could even make my card, Mindy, I would think here today. I think the Red Wings have shown some, I don't know, do I have to say it every show that they are decent. Hey, I just like Detroit more at home, and I don't like Pittsburgh necessarily on the road. What's the puck line? Oh gosh, minus $1.70. I'll just probably Red Wings money line, but I'll take the under with you. We're going to be playing some hockey. It looks like today. We need winners. We're good in hockey. Let's do it. Money line Mills wants the Penguins on the puck line. However, he'll lay the goal and a half at plus $1.50. So Blake says 10 consensus plays. I gotta think it's going to be more than that.
Right. I thought for sure he'd come out with like 12 at least.
Yeah, okay. Burley says Wings usually play the Penguins pretty well, but the Penguins need this game. So, Okay. Here we go. Hey, we're going out to the West Coast for a couple of matinees today. Golden Knights.
I want to go.
Well, I say West Coast. Western Conference. Let's be clear. This one in Dallas, of course. But Stars are favored minus $1.40, 5.5 over 30 against VGK.
Well, this is another one I think is going to head to the under. I don't mind the 5.5 today. I think it's going to be a great game. It's 8-1-1 to the under in the last 10 meetings here between these two teams, and the under's 5-0 in the last 5 in Dallas. Going under.
Wow.
Oh, it's the 5.5s.
It's the 5.5. So, and Let's see here what we have. Looks like TJ's under in that game. And yeah, look, it's screaming under certainly here, but I'm just gonna probably take VGK, I would think, in this one. Anybody else on the side here?
Ramon's
Solo
being a
money.
homer. Ramon's being a homer.
Well, I mostly because I like the fact that Dallas isn't very profitable at home for one thing, and Vegas does seem to uh, get the money quite a bit on the road. So as an underdog here, I'm willing to take Vegas, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking the Golden Knights today. Butterscotch is with me. Ziggy has a lean to the under. All right. Hope you guys are ready for hockey here.
Looks like it.
Maybe I scared started off with hockey. They weren't ready. I'm sorry if that's the case. I just started because it got the earliest game.
Right.
Oilers and Sharks. Oh my gosh, there's a Shark Oilers 260 here, and the total is 7 under 15.
Yeah, I'm still going to go under. I'm going to say the Sharks aren't going to do too much here today. That's where I'm going to head. It's 4-0 in the Oilers last 4 overall. 4-0 to the versus the Western Conference as well. So going under that total. I have to sneeze again. It's terrible.
All right, no problem. I could talk about this one for a minute or two because I know Mindy's gone. She can't even hear. She can totally hear me, but I don't know. I think there's be 10 goals scored in this game, but maybe the fact that these teams have tapered it down a little bit, but still, when I think of these teams, man, when you think of Edmonton, right, and the Sharks give up a ton, so I don't know. I got it at 285, so that doesn't matter. That's basically this, it's not a value play at 260 just because of 25 cents. It'll probably be $3 by the time they drop the puck. The way these late season games go, I don't necessarily want the Sharks here, but I might in this spot. Mindy, who wants to be on the Sharks. Let's see what the chat's doing. I'm not going to be on the under. So let's see though. Oilers and Sharks here. Ziggy's going to lean to the over. Burley says going over in the Oilers Sharks game. Solo says Oilers puck line. I would just say Oilers puck line, but I don't know. I just feel like this might not be the right spot. Like I'm seeing some sharp action on San Jose, and it concerns me. All right. TJ would lean to the over. Not betting game, but no, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that acronym there is. Here's Langston Oilers money line. So I guess I'm just going to be on my own here. Well, the chat likes the Oilers. I'm going to give out boy, Mindy. All right, Edmonton puck line it is. I can't do it.
You got convinced.
Well, I got it. Oh, no, is that a B-Day pick for Don? I want to say just because Don referenced being a gentleman in there, maybe using somebody's account. I don't know, so I want to get it right. But we'll have a birthday pick, Mindy. Get one of your best picks here ready. There's another channel that does birthday picks, but we can come up with one for Don and we'll make it a good one. Mindy, you don't want the under. You solid on that? Is that a birth, or maybe it should be a consensus?
Yeah, I think probably once we get to a consensus, I'd say.
Okay. Dave says regulation. Oh, that was in Dallas though. So TJ's NBA dead. Only 3 games today.
And then Tony had to break the news that everyone's in play on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
He had to give it
It's
to
gonna
me
be a big
slowly
day.
with all that
Yeah.
NBA action there.
Okay, now it says, yes, I'm TJ. So is TJ running to
No, I think it's supposed to be thank you. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I am. Because I believe when you're asking the gender question. Yes,
Thank
I am.
you.
Thank you. Yes. And thank you for, I don't know why I started sneezing right when we get on the show. Wasn't sneezing all morning.
All right, I'll take Edmonton just because it's, I don't want to be that, like, oh, I'll just pick San Jose and be embarrassed when they get blown out. Or, oh, I'm a genius if they're not. But there's no real, nobody could analyze this and say, let's take the Sharks today, it feels like. I just see a lot of, why is it only 260? Is that fair? Like I said, I got it at 285. That's not probably enough value for me to close in on the Sharks for a play. It's just that when I set a line, Mindy, and I don't have necessarily any trends, any injuries, any stats that say why we want to take one team or another, I usually will just say, hey, my line's 285, it's 260, take the dog, right? But do you really just want to do that with San Jose? No. I think it's safer to say if I've got a 285, it's just 260. What the heck? Just lay the puck line. That's what our chat's doing. So, all right. No, Mindy can't be allergic to. She's just right next door, though. Obviously, I mean,
I can touch him.
Yep, wrong way. We've been doing it too long. Otherwise, we would have found out by now.
Right. Or I could have, got the antidote.
We've been here since September,
Yep.
and we're very appreciative of all you folks joining us every day.
Oh,
Huh?
We got the full rundown via Don, aka.
Oh, it's just another TJ.
Yeah,
That's right.
there we go. Okay.
And TJ is 57. Okay, great. That's great. Hello, Gerardo, as well. Okay, that's a great extra. I'm T. That's all confused. I'm TJ, right? We have our TJ, of course. But hey, I mean,
there's other TJs. Huh? Who knew? I thought I was the only Mindy for a long time.
So we'll try to remember that when we see Don's name up there. And Mindy's really good at that. I'm not so good at that. Anaheim in Arizona. Arizona here, $1.40. Hey, correct me on these goalies. A goalie computer doesn't help us here, but Coyotes $1.40, 6.5 under 15 for sure.
Oh, this is always, one of my favorite games to play, Ramon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm usually always on the wrong side of this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to the under. That's how I'm going to look here today. 5-0 in the Ducks' last 5. And Coyotes 3-1-1 in their last 5 when their opponent scores 2 goals or less that previous game. Going to go under the total.
Okay, I'm not so sure on this one, but I do see here's Ziggy's leaning to the over in the game, but Butterscotch got to take Arizona at home. I agree. I mean, this looks like a gift. $1.40. Maybe this will be the game Anaheim comes to play. But hey, if I can get Arizona, I've said it every time. Mindy,
I'm saying it again.
Super profitable. Arizona at home. Now, granted, a lot of times it's because they pull off upsets as $2 dogs, and they kind of rack up the money a little bit that way. But we know Anaheim's terrible. Good morning, under. Demetrius is here today. I think that's what that means. So, all right. I'm on the Coyotes. Mindy's on the under. We keep going here with the Ranger. Oh, Arizona first pair. Eric Nolan's here today. Hello, Eric.
Hey, Cubs.
Hey. All right, Rangers and Blue Jackets in this one. The Rangers on the road, of course. 270, 6.5 over 15.
Does Ranger rhyme with under? Nope, not really. I'm gonna go ahead and go under in this one. 6-1-1. The Rangers' last 8 road games here, and 7-3 in the last 10 meetings between the Rangers and the Blue Jackets. Going under the 6.5.
All right, Mindy goes under here. I'm not sure I have quite an opinion on it. Maybe looks right on to me. I mean, that's pretty much what I had it. So probably just going to leave it alone. And I'm going to take Columbus here on the puck line at home at plus 1.5 at even money. No, maybe minus 110 or so. But I'm going to take the Blue Jackets here. They've been terrible, so why not? Let's see what everybody's got. Looks like a discrepancy. Maybe TJ's on the under, Solo on the over here. Butterscotch says Rangers in regulations only $1.75. Ziggy says leading Rangers and under. Ziggy holding up a lot of walls with all those leans.
Right?
Appreciate Ziggy very much.
Yes, he's very good.
Mindy was on the under. I'm on Blue Jackets puck line. Lightning and Senators. Here, the Lightning on the road are favored minus $1.50, 6.5 over minus 115.
Well, I kind of really like the Senators at home today. That's the way I'm going to look. I'm going to get me some plus money here. Yeah, that's it. I like the Senators.
Yeah, I mean, Tampa Bay isn't terrific. It isn't terrifically profitable on the road. Ottawa definitely does a nice job at home. Probably going to be with you, I think, on this one, Mindy. I don't know. Seems like Tampa Bay should. Man, they need. Oh boy, what's their? Yeah, do want to take a look at that. All right. Well, I do like Ottawa in these situations. Let's see what the chat has to say because I know that. Yeah, I knew there'd be some TJ Tampa Bay butterscotch on Ottawa. Hello, Stephen. Oh, we saw you in there, Stephen. Good. Thank you for saying hi. Oh, wow. You think Vasilevsky's on his running out of gas here? Interesting. Okay. Mindy is on Ottawa. Oh boy, I want to. Here's money line. He says Ottawa team total over. That's interesting to me. I know he's down on Vasilevsky. This is the last chance for the Senators. All right. Demetrius on the Lightning, though. Steven's going to go on the over here.
Big decision, Ramon.
It is. It's a huge decision. I really.
Your brain going tick, 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 tick.
Well, no. I mean, I'm going to be on the under here. Tampa Bay and Ottawa at under 6.5 goals. All right. Oh, man. I'm going to regret that. No, I think Ottawa might do it. I don't know. I was thinking of, okay. Predators and the Jets. Here's a contrast of styles. The Jets are $1.70, but the total is 5.5 over 15. So, the Preds are a defensive team, and the Jets can be an offensive team, but the total says under today, or at least that's what the odds makers are saying.
Yeah, I got both teams sitting at like in the minus 170s. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the under here in this one today. That's how I'm going to go. Both teams are 2-1 over their last 3 here. Like you said, Predators only scoring about 2 goals a game here. I'm going to hit under.
Demetrius is on the Jets today. I feel like the price is too high. Nashville, they keep surprising you when you least expect it, and then when you want them, they don't do the job. Blake says under here. Stephen is like I'm on with you guys. This matchup screams under. I think this says under. Even at 5.5, I'm willing to do it. Solo says
play number 3.
Predators. Yeah, I want the under in this one. Even at the 5.5, I'm willing to go under. And Dave says, big game for Nashville. Yep, they're still in the mix, no doubt about it. They have 88 points, and Justin said over. Ziggy leans to the Jets. Burley, I think he looks like he likes the under quite a bit. Butterscotch on the under as well, it looks like. Okay, that's a third pick. Well, maybe it will only be 10. We've already gone through 8 games. We've got 3 picks. Well, let's take a look at this next one here with the Canadiens and the Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs minus 340. Totals dropped here a little bit. 6.5 over minus 115. Dropped a nickel or so.
Well, this is one I kind of like the Canadians here on the puck line today. I think that's where I'm going to go. Canadians did win their last one, 6-2 over the Capitals. That was one that I, did not get correct, and I think Ramon liked the Canadians in that one. They are 7-3 in the last 10 meetings with the Maple Leafs there as well. Go puck line.
Yeah, you're getting some plus money here, plus $1.20. I'd rather take 2.5 goals though, or 3.5. I don't know. And look, I mean, maybe the Canadians will have maybe they will score. Obviously, Mindy has them in a pretty good spot here, and I think Sharps are probably gonna prefer the Canadians in this spot. I don't want them against Toronto right now. Knowing the Canadians like I do. So Toronto's not a profitable situation at minus 340. There's no doubt. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not laying the puck line. I'm not going against you. I'm taking the over. Maybe these two teams, maybe it does lean a little bit under. If you look at the scoring wise for these teams, Mindy, I don't know what your numbers say, but I don't know. If you've got the Canadians scoring a few, I've got the Leafs scoring. I was looking at their team total over. I'm going over in this game. Sharps are going to be on the over here too. I'm pretty sure, and I want it. I want over, even at 6.5 in this one. What did the chat have to say? I didn't even want to always respect their opinion, but I was ready to go on that one. MLB coming up, Steve. Here's a TJ on the Leafs. Justin on the over with me here. It looks like Ziggy wants over. Demetrius under, though. Statistically under, but I think in this matchup this time, and I like that you like the Canadians a little bit. Scotch likes the Canadians. That means to me they're going to be. I know Sam can. I'm big on Sam. I think he's going to be the goalie in Montreal, but. Steven says, take the Leafs, take the over. Burley says, Canadians are streaky. Yeah, Canadians never have anything to play for anymore this time of year. Justin on the over. Solo says, guess he's on the over. We're on the over. Solo's on the over. I'm on the over. Mindy's on the Canadians puck line. Go Canadians. Panthers on the road, minus $1.55 here with Leon in goal, I think. And the total here, 7 under 25. So it is a 7, but there's starting to be a little bit of push to the under with the Caps.
I like the under. They're 5-0. The Panthers now allowing less than 2 goals a game in their last 5. Under is 4-0 in the Capitals' last 4. So I'm going to go to the under.
All right. Mindy on the under, Panthers and Capitals. Well, see here. Leon's been okay, right, so far. We'll maybe have to see more. Appears Panthers for Steven on the puck line. On the puck line, wow. Panthers sure looked good last game, didn't they? What'd they score? 8? They're minus or plus $1.50 or so on the puck line. That's a great price, obviously. Or Panthers in regulation, he says. So not much opinion looks like on this one, Mindy. I'm going to take the Panthers on the puck line, on the money line. I'll take Panthers money line minus $1.55 here. I'm giving out a favorite. Mindy on the under in this one, under the 7 goals. Next up, we have the Flyers, and there's a 5.5 sighting here. Flyers, a big underdog. The Islanders are minus 250, 5.5 over minus 115.
Yeah, this is one here with the Flyers. I finally have it going over that 5.5. I was way under in these other games, so I'll go ahead and take the over though in this one.
Yeah, I think if you look on the surface with these two teams, it might look to trend under a little bit, but I think they're getting a little too cute with the line here. I just have too many 6s on my model, and at 6 over, I'd be on the under. It's a fine line with hockey totals. So, but if Mindy likes the over, I'm going to take the over. I think in this one as well at 5.5. Let's see what Stephen Beer says. He likes the Islanders in this one on the puck line and their team total over. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't know if they can get a puck line here on the Flyers. The fact that it's 5.5, they are expecting a low scoring game. We're going over, so maybe that does help that. Here's Justin with us on the over, so that probably works. Solo on the Isles, Dave Isles and under. So some opinions there. We do need to make one of these games a birthday pick. TJ on the over. Butterscotch Islanders in regulation. Ziggy leans to the under in that game. Let's continue on.
Yeah, maybe once we can get a little bit more consensus. Remember.
Okay, yeah, good point. When everyone in the chat starts to go crazy.
We're all on it. We're all on it.
TJ with us here on the TJ might be a game behind. We're getting TJ Harvey and TJ Vasquez. Until we get that, we might have to start saying that.
Right.
Blues in the Wild 225. The total starting to go down a little bit here. 6 under 15. We're seeing a little bit of move to the under here. Maybe just a slight move to the Blues.
Yeah. Oh man, this one's tough. I'm gonna go to the under as well, though. I think that's where I'm gonna head in this one with the Blues and the Wild. I think the Wild might dictate the pace. I like the Blues on the puck line though today, a little bit here too. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna go ahead and go under. I'm gonna chase the steam, go with it in this one.
Okay, Mindy on the under here at 6. So I don't know. I think they can get to 6 maybe, and maybe they can get over. Let's see what the chat has to say. I like what you said about the Blues. You're going to be mad because that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. It's no problem, TJ Vasquez. Right? It's no problem. We're just glad you're here. I know we've even referred to you as Dawn before. And shout out to Dawn. Shout out to TJ Vasquez's wife. She's watching. All right, Demetrius likes the Wild. Butterscotch does say Blues puck line. That's the way I'll go. Ziggy's pick, though, is Wild puck line.
Challenge.
Steven showing his true Canadian with no defense in this game. He's taking the over. He likes it over. I do as well. This one might make my card. But here's a good comment by Butterscotch. So Dave's with me though on St. Louis. So I got a couple people with me on St. Louis here.
Me too.
And Justin says, "Oh, he's on another game there. I'll just leave it at that. We'll get moving here. We're cruising right along. Or are we? Devils and
Yeah,
here's
15
that
minutes.
Bruins game.
We're doing all right. We're doing all right.
Bruins $1.30, 6 under 15. Here's that Bruins game.
Well, I'm going to take the Bruins. That's where I think I'm going to go here in this one. I like them at home. It's just one of those that it's a tough game, and I think the Bruins have been playing better than the Devils all year, more consistent. That's where I'm going to head.
Yeah, and everyone's going to point to take, today that maybe Boston will be motivated because this would be the record-setting day. There have been some people talking that storyline down a little bit, that because of the way that scoring is kept now and the 3-on-3 overtimes and the shootouts, it's a little bit asterisk record. But one thing we've
Record's a record.
Huh?
I said sometimes a record's just a record, I mean, you could put asterisks by it. That's fine, just like Reggie Bush still won the Heisman, whatever.
Looks like enough support for the Bruins. I think the Sharps are going to want the Devils here. But again, we're in that right. Everyone agrees the Bruins are unstoppable. Pretty, as far as like having this historic season and everything. I mean, there's a lot of good teams out there, but it just seems like time and time again, the Bruins in their toughest challenge. Yeah, it seems like if anything, the ones that they've kind of had some clunkers have come in games that they were kind of surprised. It seems like when they're up against good teams, they come to play. Justin wants the over in this game. I'm not sure on that. Oops, wrong game there for me. But I want to be careful here. Looks like Justin might be a little bit behind us because of what he said right there with the Flyers. So yeah, I want to be careful on that. So okay, Steven says, and the right Bruins. That is another thing that I think that is overlooked a little bit. That the Bruins do end up playing some one-goal game, and that might make them kind of a clutch team too. Because obviously in the playoffs, the other teams are going to step it up as well, and the Bruins are still going to be the Stanley Cup favorites. But maybe in those close games, they'll have the the wherewithal to win those close games against good teams. I'll take the Bruins with you, Mindy, because, again, one thing I've said on some of our shows about trying to get on the Bruins, right, where, quite frankly, because they're so good, they've only won one-goal game, so the puck line record is actually very mediocre. It's a profitable record still because they've been so dominant in some games, but they don't get it all the time. Considering what their win-loss record is, I would think their puck line record would be a little better. So if we can get them at a cheap price like this, let's do it.
Okay.
Again, let's take, Bruins at a cheap price.
Yeah, I like it. Go Bruins.
The Flames and the Canucks. The Flames here on the road, $1.55. And the Flames are... Go ahead, Mindy. The Flames are favored here on the road. $1.55, 6.5 over 15.
I'll just go to the over on this one here. Over 4-0 in the Flames last 4 versus a team with a losing record, and the over 6-2 Canucks last 8 road or home games. Sorry.
Okay. I'll go over. Why not? I mean, I don't think that the Flames are very good anymore, or something's gone amiss. The Canucks are definitely, I thought, playing well enough. I mean, they're a dog in this game, of course. Probably going to find a way to take the Canucks. Dimitri is going to be on the Flames, though, for sure.
Fire.
Steven wants the over here in this one. We're on the over. These teams go over. Solo wants the Canucks. Might make my card, actually, I'm feeling like. No.
Feeling it. He's feeling it.
Just a really, Flames have been a big disappointment.
I guess.
Blackhawks and Kraken. The Kraken are 370. The total 6. It's shaded to the under. It's mostly 6 flat. I could see this one going, the move has been slightly to the under. It's almost, it's detectable if you look at the odds screen. It's moving towards the under here, but I don't think we're going to see too big of a move here.
I can't find an under in this one. I think it's going to go over. Kraken 3-0 now. Are they on a roll? 3 in a row? Putting up about 6 goals a game here as of late. Blackhawks, we know they're not great, but they can probably put up, I'd say 2 in this one. Then you got this, 400 minus 400 minus 370 money line. I think that, like you said, always indicates a little bit of a high score, a little bit of a, goal difference there. So that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to take the over.
Scotch lock right here. I like this. I like this one right here. Plus 2.5 minus $1.48. I can't put it on the show here because of we try to stick to what we tout here on our website. So, and I don't know if I can get them at plus 1.5. It doesn't feel too comfortable with me, but Kraken in regulation here. That's going to make my play kind of tough, isn't it? Ziggy. Okay, no, let's see. Kraken in regulation or puck line for Steven. He's I don't know. That's kind of. I don't know. What if they win by 1? Do I have to decide. Ziggy leans to the Kraken over here. God, I mean, I want to play the Blackhawks.
Wah, wah. That's how you said it.
Plus $1.25 on the puck line.
Is that your play?
No,
are you doing it? Are you pulling the trigger on this one?
No, I don't. All right. Plus 1.5, plus money. I'm going to take the Blackhawks.
Doing it. All right.
Yeah.
Blackhawks.
Kraken money line for Demetrius. Kraken money line for Demetrius. So.
Ooh, $4, huh?
All right. Last game here, Avalanche and Kings. Avalanche a road favorite, $1.20, total 6. Total 6 flat now.
I think this is going to be a really good game, Ramon. I'm kind of excited for it. And, I want to tend to maybe lean Avalanche. I hate saying it because I tend to like to root for this Kings team. I know you like them. I know Tony likes them. I don't really have any skin in the game, so I like to root for your teams. But I'm going to go under this one. I think it's going to be a great one. I'm pretty excited for it, actually. I think this one might go to, a 2-2 overtime type of deal, going under the total.
I agree with you. I think it is going to be that type of game. I think Colorado could get it. Not too thrilled that they're favored, but I would think that I like Colorado in this spot. And I spelled Gurdjieff wrong. Apologies to Mr. Gurdjieff. All right, sorry about that. Fix that here. I always yell at the screen like, "Oh, this dumb ESPN little graphic." If someone who is worse than me, I guess, putting in the graphics. So I will take the under with you, Mindy. I think when you think of this matchup tonight, I mean, I've got some 5.5s in the model for sure. And I like Avalanche. Let me see the goalies here. If anything, it's a late game, so probably not. Oh, okay. Take the under here. What does the chat have to say in this one? I don't think I gave him enough credit. Already taken the play like we did. Demetrius wants the Kings, but I thought we'd see some mixed action here. Brent on the Avs, Ziggy on the Kings, Verley on the under with us. So Here's a solo with the Kings. Scotch says Colorado's playing better. So look at, I mean, this is a total mixed bag here. Ziggy, Kings, and Dave Redling always has a good suggestion. Regulation draw, possibly today. He says that's an underrated bet, man. Should take more of those.
Bet man, you've said it. Oh, funny.
All right, let's turn to Major League Baseball.
I went out of there. Ramon's gonna come up with some sweet graphics for our change, our in between.
Well, I can't keep up with Tony's. I mean,
I know.
We just have these. Okay, Major League Baseball, 15-game card, and we're going in chronological order here.
We got 7 out of hockey though, so we might take out this 10.
Hockey's our best,
right?
Well, look, it was rough on the basketball. Let's use our hockey to build it back up. All right,
let's do it.
Astros and Twins are going to start us off here, and this card.
What? I never heard of these teams.
Card starts off at 2 Eastern, 11 Pacific, and 1 Mindy time.
Well, Garcia, he usually doesn't do very well versus this Twins team. He has a 35%, K rate. Oh, I mean, he does well. Not that he doesn't. Garcia usually does well versus this Twins team. He has the 35% K rate versus this Twins roster. Joe Ryan also has a little tiny ERA right now. So I'm going to go under the total here in this one, Ramon, with Houston and the Twins.
Yeah, I think I am as well. Already got a lot of comments coming in on this game. I think everybody's pretty fired up for the baseball season. Mostly Twins here. Matt D talking about Tony. Mindy likes that with Tony's 5 o'clock shadow, she says.
Right? I love that. I've never seen Tony not clean shaven, so he needs to show up on Monday with a little beard starting. I can see Ramon's on his right here.
Yeah, it's always gray, Yeah, we got some two-way action here, I think, on this one with our chat coming in on this. But if Mindy's on the under, I think I'm going to play the under as well. Garcia and Ryan. Yeah, I like Ryan. Dave as well likes Ryan. I probably favor Minnesota in the game today, especially at just a small favorite. I caution because of what Mindy was saying about. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go under here. Astros and Twins, 7.5.
Winner number 1, Houston Twins under.
Okay, I'm still thinking over first on every game.
I think about that every time I write under. I'm like, oh.
Reds and Phillies. Phillies here, $1.35, now up to $1.40. The total is going up as well. Was 7.5 over 15 when I put this in, and now it's 7.5 over 25. So we've seen here at least a 10-cent increase.
Oh wow, okay. Well, I really like Lodolo. He's the one that pitches well versus a Phillies team. He has a 38% K rate, which is phenomenal in Major League Baseball. Falter, on the other hand, only 9% K rate. This Phillies team also has that bad bullpen. I'm taking Lodolo today, and the Reds. I'll take them plus money here.
Yeah, I think Reds are going to be pretty popular, I would think, in this game. I mean, the Phillies at home have much better team, but I think people are pretty hot on Lodolo. Steve wants the Reds. You said money line though, right, Mindy?
Yeah, I said money line.
Yep. I'm going to be with you on this one. We're going to take the Reds.
I was like, maybe I should look to see what that says on
No,
online there.
run line's $1.70.
Oh yeah,
But
too much on
I
the run
just
line.
see a lot of people on it. They want that
Sure,
insurance.
sure.
Demetrius wants it. Ziggy leans the Reds run line. Stephen Beer, Steve Paolo. They're on the Reds run line. Butterscotch. Philly team total under. That's good. Solo also here. Reds plus 1.5. So we'll take a money line though. Here today.
Okay.
And the Royals, they got that win here going up against the Giants. Giants minus $1.30, and the total 8.5 under 15. 8.5 under 15. Mindy, I think that means this one is going up.
Geez, I guess, huh? Well, I mean, we were on the Giants yesterday, and so I wasn't happy that it was a day for the Royals decide to play some ball. Almost gave it up there in the end with the bullpen. But, I'm going to say here that Singer probably has a decent outing. They can maybe keep it close here. Of course, I don't think neither bullpen is really going to shut this game down here. I am going to go ahead and take the Royals on the run line here today with Brady Singer.
Okay, Royals plus 1.5 at minus 175-ish or so. All right, I'll take the under in this one with the Royals and the Giants. You mentioned some of the strengths of possibly this pitching staff. I know the Sharps are going to be all over the under, and if it's gone up to 8.5, I'm going to be with them today. We may be heading down under lane when I've been talking over, but
yeah, right.
Maybe Demetrius is on the over in this one. Was this the game he was talking about? Here's Giants for Ziggy. Steve wants a Royals first 5.
I like it.
So does Stephen Bear. Our Steves. Justin wants the over. Burley Royals first 5 also. Get a lot of support. Butterscotch first 5. Redling first 5.
First 5. All right.
All of KC first 5. Maybe that should be a birthday pick.
Right. I like that as a
go off
birthday
the
pick.
board a little bit.
I like it on a birthday pick.
I'm not making it my pick here. I would definitely. I try not to shorten into derivatives. That's why I play full game. But Mindy's pretty solid on those first 5s. I don't sell them here as part of my packages. Here's Jamal on the under with me in this one. So Mindy's on the run line, and I am Royals run line. Let's make it clear. And I've been on the under. Is Singer actually a great singer? I'm not sure. I didn't know that. Someone one of the players sang the national anthem this year. I forgot who it was, but I'm not sure which player it was, but I think it was a player did sing the national anthem this year. Stephen Brault is the best national, the left. I don't know if he's with the Pirates this year. He's probably the best national anthem singer of all the players, I think. He's a professionally trained singer, and he's in a band.
Really? Okay. So how did everyone like the first pitches yesterday? So you had Kelsey really bounced one about halfway.
That's the only one I heard about.
Well, then you had Daddy Vlad. He was out there. He threw a strike in the opener of the Angels Blue Jays, and that was fun to see him there. Get to watch his boy play too.
Well, he could hit a home run off a bounce pitch one time.
Yeah, so the Pat Mahomes tweet was pretty fun about it. And then, Kelsey just went back and said, hey, I've been, spiking a ball for 15 years. What do you expect?
Mindy, say hello to Adonis here today. Great to have you.
Yeah. Make sure you give us some picks.
Yeah, let's see some comments as well. You're welcome to
if you want to
join. Yeah, obviously you can just
no pressure.
listen and take notes or just put them in the back of your mind. But thank you for joining us. Okay. Rangers and the Cubs here. Perez and Steele. I'm showing the Cubs are $1.15 now, and this total, it's Chicago, so I don't have to explain, or maybe I do. If anybody needs to explain, the total is now 7 under 15. It's dropped a whole run, almost a whole run, a whole half a run so far. So just to make it clear, the wind is blowing in. I'll get the
Ramon, put that back. Don't even do it.
official details here of what the wind is doing right now while Mindy gives her synopsis of the game.
Well, this is going to be a super strong pitching matchup. I love it. I mean, I'm always, I don't mind 1-run games and such, right? Like, that's how I like it. I love the offense too, but I don't mind these pitching duels. And that's what I think this is going to be. I mean, look at Steele. Throws about 96. This is going to be a fun one to watch. Has a really good fastball. I'm going to go under the total. I wish I got it earlier, Ramon.
Yeah, let me see what's going on the markets with the game and see if there's any chance that there's 7.5 still out there.
And Nerfy for sure.
But again, I mean, yeah. Oh, in fact, this one is, it's obviously just been, I mean, I'm looking at my board and the whole column of totals is lit up.
Stop it.
Lit up here. So, but I'll tell you this. It's lit up to the over here. So even though I've moved it to 7.5 under, I'm going to change it right back.
Okay.
It's not, I don't see 7.5s out there.
Just
but
the odds have changed.
It's over. Yeah, it's over minus 120, maybe even minus 125 now. So maybe it's going back up. Maybe, what you were saying about the strong pitching matchup doesn't coincide with the wind, but usually the wind has already been hit by the sharps. I mean, they come in very, very early on the play. So let me see what I can just check out. Unless anybody beats me to it in the chat on the wind, let me know. But okay. The wind is blowing out to left field, but just a very modest breeze, just 5 miles an hour. It's not a huge difference. So maybe it's just the fact that, what you were talking about, Mindy, with these pitchers. There's a lot of comments on this game. Let's take a look. Butterscotch has a lock here. Texas, Chicago under 3.5 first 5. There's a parlay here to the Nerfy.
Yeah.
Steve on the Cubs, Demetrius on the Cubs, Blake here on the Cubs. Yeah. Dave, yeah, I'm showing it just barely blowing out. I mean, in fact, DraftKings has moved back to 7.5, but the books we follow, Mindy, 7 over 25 is the line currently.
No
Ziggy, Rangers run line. Oh, wow. Look what Steven says. I would wait on that, Steven. Just wait. Don't bet it yet if you're taking the under. Just wait and see if they move to 7. I have a feeling they will. Here's TJ on the under. Jamal here on the Cubs. This is a popular game. And Verley says Nerfy and under. Solo on the Cubs. TJ Valdez says, what about the rest? Partly cloudy to sunny. Temperature in the low 60s.
Rangers has like best bullpen statistically.
So far, yeah.
Yeah, Cubs middle of the pack.
And I don't, the Rangers have had some. I think things are changing. Remember, I'm big on Bruce Bochy, obviously.
Sure.
I know a lot of people, hey, 3-time World Series winner, right now in charge of the Rangers. Lucky Power here today. He's checking everything out.
Hi, Lucky Power.
Yep, just wait on that, Steven. Solo likes the Nerfy.
Nerfy for sure.
And
Nerfy.
TJ Harvey, however, likes the Furfy.
For real fee.
He meant nerfy.
Right.
But I like furfy.
Furfy. I'll
I
get
went
that tattoo. The fur fee. You get your fee and Collins gets nerfy. I'll take the fur fee.
I thought you might name one of your animals Nerfy or Furfy.
Well, hey, I don't really want any more right now, but I will make a note of that. I'll have to put it in my all-time note file on my phone there, and so I can go back and look to see what I'll name my next pet.
I like the under as well, Mindy. I wish we could get to 7.5, and maybe by the time, like I said, it's going back up. I was just gonna check to see what the. There's one more note I want to
Is
check here.
happening.
With what?
The line service. What's happening? Tell us. I can't see it.
Oh,
I'm always in suspense.
well, the original Steve came in on the under. That's why I went from 7.5 to 7. But the fact that,
You said some
unless this
places it's
weather
coming back.
report is changing, like I said, the wind's not blowing in. So maybe that's why it's gone back up a little bit. That's the closest line right there, 7/25. Let's continue on.
Next.
Yep. Marlins and Mets. The Mets, Senga against Rogers here. And Mets are $1.65. 8 under 25.
Nerfy. Both of these pitchers are, play pretty shut down ball, I'd say. Senga, that 42% K rate versus this Marlins team. Rogers, 26.2% K rate, both well above average on this one. I'm going to go ahead and go under the total again. Might
Right,
be like it's my under day.
Yeah, well, I think these teams have had a few overs here for sure, but I know what you're saying with Senga, and we'll see. I mean, I think I want to see a little bit more of him before I get all. Steven says checking the weather, and probably unless it's brought to or comes to my attention or something. But David's saying it right there. Weather is important in Chicago, and that's about what I was gonna say right there. Is some parks, maybe a little Cincinnati as well, but
right.
You don't use the weather as a major hand. But with Chicago, it is
folks by water.
That's why you see most books. And the weather's become more predictable now. That's why the books are not as afraid to put up an overnight total in Chicago on most days. If there is some poor weather, they will wait. Back in the day, they would never wait. I mean, they never put it up overnight. But we're not going with a farmer's almanac here. We know what the weather's going to be tomorrow. All right, Mets for Demetrius. Here's Ziggy on the Marlins. Michelle's here today taking the Mets.
Hello. Good to have you again. Becoming quite the regular. That's awesome.
Mets minus a run line here. Steven likes them at home. I was just going to play him probably money line. Let's see what else we got here. Butterscotch does like that under with you. And at 8, we've already kind of seen him move to the over in the game, but we could see some buyback here to 7.5. I want to take a look at it actually right now across the board. Oh yeah, no. In fact, there's some split numbers here. There's definitely 7.5 overs and some 8s. So I think, Mindy, that you will be able to get your price here. Let me see. Yeah, you might be. Yeah. I think you can still get that 8 under 8.
So TJ Vasquez was at the opening day Brewers game. That's pretty sweet.
TJ says Nerfy here. And Ron G, Mets and under. I'll take the Mets on the money line here today at minus $1.65. That'll be my play. TJ on the under here with you, Mindy.
Okie doke.
And next up, we've got the Red Sox and the Tigers. Well, these two definitely played some overs this season, but not. Maybe it's slowing down a little bit. I mean, the total there, 8.5. Let me see here exactly. Red Sox $1.30, 8.5 under 20.
Well, I mean, the Red Sox, versus the Tigers' first game looked pretty tough here. Both of these pitchers have really high ERAs. Like I said, I feel like the bats are going well for both of these teams. I'm gonna go over this total of 8.5 today.
Okay, thought that might be the case for you there.
Handicapping the handicapper.
Well, this price, boy, there's definitely plenty of action coming in, I would think, on the Tigers here to make this go to $1.30. I mean, I think it opened at least 20 cents higher, or at least the send out was higher. So now it's $1.30, but it could be dropping. Let me see. Yeah, it opened as high as maybe $1.50 out there, but maybe it was $1.40. So maybe not that steep of a move. But I'll play Boston here. Play Boston $1.30 on the road against Detroit. What's the chat up to? Okay, Red Sox money line here for Demetrius. Michelle's on the over. Here's TJ wants the Red Sox. Stephen Beer, Red Sox and over. Butterscotch. Detroit run line. And welcome to the Blooded Yautja. That sounds great.
The Predator.
Welcome. Is that what that is? I don't know.
I think it's the Predator, like the Predator movie, right? The movie franchise. Okay. Predator, I believe. Anyone?
Burley says he has an over on this one and the Tigers money line. So he's with you, Mindy, on that over. Jamal's on the Red Sox. I'm on the Red Sox. Blake on the Red Sox.
Red Sox.
I think I'm just looking at it as a little bit of value here with that number. Great to have you, Yautja. Okay, next up going to be the Athletics and the Rays. Well, the A's got off to a hot start yesterday to take the lead over the Rays, and well, an inning and a half later it was 8-3. The Rays are unstoppable. Well, maybe we should just stop the season at this point with their 7-0 record.
Well, we know from yesterday that's not going to be, the high until they get 15, the all-time MLB record. But yeah, I don't know. I got to keep going over this total of 7.5. Fujinami has a 38.86 ERA. So I don't know. We know that he likes to put guys on base. I think that gives the Rays lots of opportunities to hit them in.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like they're unstoppable at this. What a story! I mean, we've seen from the Rays, right? Everybody. I mean, we always talk about, they've got to play the Yankees, they've got to play the Red Sox. We know even the Orioles now, right? They're pretty good, but they always came through with having, and now they're off to the Rays are not a fluke ever. This, for whatever reason, the scouting, the drafting, the development, it's all there for the Rays. We know these guys don't spend much money. It's just incredible. Don't overthink it. I'm on the Rays here run line. I forget the A's. I mean, this is, and it goes to show, right, Mindy? Look, the A's with their whole situation, right? Yes, you're in competition with the Giants, and the A's haven't been good in forever. But look at the look at the Rays. They're in the kind of the same. And they're not competing with anybody in their direct market, but I mean, they don't have a lot of support. I don't know, right? Help me out, chat. What am I trying? I'm trying to say, look, the Rays are small market and they're getting it done. The A's, they can't even find a home. Ziggy likes the over in the Rays game. And let's see here. Burley says take a -2.5. I will.
I'm doing
TJ
it.
Rays play of the day. TJ Harvey Rays play of the day. Can't go against the Rays right now. What's Fujinami's ERA?
38.86.
All right. The Rays are going to win this one 38. All right. I'm on the run line with the Rays. I learned my lesson yesterday, and Mindy's on the over. Mariners here. Guardians. The Guardians are -135, and the total 8.5 under 15.
Yeah, I mean, each of these pitchers just put a lot of balls in play. Neither of these two can pitch over about 85 miles per hour. So I think this is, set up to be a high total score here. I'm going to say that Mariners bullpen keeps walking batters, and that's going to set them up for disaster here eventually if they don't get down to business. Even though they got that win yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and go over 8.5.
Well, these teams have been putting up runs. There's no doubt about that. What about the chat? What do they say? They like Cleveland here, it looks like. Butterscotch on Cleveland. Here's over for Stephen Beer. Blake's on Cleveland today. Butterscotch on the over. I'm on Cleveland. -$1.35 at home. Sharps have been, coming in here a little bit on the Mariners. I'll take Guardians here, -$1.35 or so. Mindy's on the over in this one at 8.5. Here comes Michelle is on the Indians. Demetrius on. Sorry, Michelle. Yeah, I contacted the company to change our other graphics. It might work. They said check it out with your programmers that their info is. But I said let me just turn it over back to. I failed the assignment basically. They basically said I'm wrong.
The runaround is what it sounds like.
But I'm not a programmer, so maybe I could go to that Chat GPT or something and type in and maybe it'll come up with some code or something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, can AI and Chat GPT pick winners in sports? I think there's some people are starting to make videos about that. I don't even know what that stuff is, but I mean, I've been trying to check it out. I've been, trying to figure it out, and it seems like it's just Google, and a Google that reads the Google and types out a bunch of words so you can understand it rather than having to look through the Google results. Maybe it's going to change the world, but TJ on the Guardians here. And Dimitri, did I say it? I don't want to get it mixed up. I want to show Michelle showing the Guardians there. Here's Ziggy with the. Also, Ziggy's on the Indy. All right, Ziggy. He's on the Guardians. You guys, stop doing that. You can't say Indians anymore. Tony cracked me. What did he say to us on the back? He's so offended. He said it something else. So Jabal on the over here. All right, Minnie's on the over. I'm on the Guardians. Burley on the Guardians. What did he say? White Sox and Pirates here. The White Sox are $1.25. Why don't the Pirates? Why don't they have to change their names? I mean, they're named after guys who actually went dumping ships and stealing stuff. That's not good.
Right, it's not good at all.
Washington White Sox 125 here, 8.5 over 15.
Yeah, I like Clevenger. I think he's pretty good. The White Sox are also pretty good on paper here as well too. Like that lineup. But it's one of those that the Pirates have covered this run line in their last six, and I think that's where I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to take the Pirates. They look like they want to play some ball this year. I'm kind of happy for them. Look at all their fans; they were so pumped yesterday. So yeah, I'm going to take the Pirates here on the run line today.
All right, Mindy with the Bucks plus 1.5, minus 150 today against the White Sox with Vince Velasquez against Clevenger. And well, let's see. Pick Zombies. I don't know if that's his selection, but he's ready to raise the Jolly Roger. Blake says Pirates over here. Well, these teams have definitely been producing some runs. Butterscotch also on the over here. I don't know, you guys. I mean, I know what you're saying. I mean, and I've been preaching overs here, but I'm going to go under in this one with the White Sox and the Pirates.
Gabriel is not a Clevenger fan.
8.5. Yeah, well, look, he had injuries, but he also had personal problems. I mean, he was in a domestic incident with his wife where he was, with charges, but I think that they ended up getting dropped. But he did not work out in San Diego when I thought that he would, came in with promise, but he was injured also. Here's Brent Cook on the Pirates. Burley says he's fading the White Sox, but he will go over in the game. And Matt says, seems like some easy overs here today. And I want to be on a lot of over, and there will be some premium overs. I'll just say that. Maybe the unders are on the show here. And that's what it is. I mean, our premiums are our best picks, and our show picks are, quite frankly, the second best picks. To be honest, it's the only way we can do it. Ron, Sox and over. Ron G. The Yankees are on the road. They're taking on the Orioles. The Orioles got it done yesterday. The Yankees are favored here. They did make a pitching change overnight to go with Brito. Minus 130 total. That total is just totally wrong now. The total is 8 over 15.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much about Brito. I feel like when I came across him, I need to do a little bit more, research. But I do know Cole Irvin, and he doesn't strike out any Yankees. He sits at about 8% K rate. And when it comes to the Yankees team, that might just kind of be a little bit disastrous. But it's one of those two that these Orioles just don't give up, right? Like you never see them just sitting back and going down lightly here. So basically, I just kind of see, basically kind of a yin and a yang. Like I think Irvin has not so good of an outing, but I don't think that Orioles team will give up. I think that just means I want to go over the total here.
Demetrius likes the over. Blake likes the over. Michelle likes the over. Let's make this our play. Let's make this the birthday. I mean, I like the over now at 8. Is that? Okay. I mean, I couldn't believe it went to 8. What was the reasoning? Do you guys think behind that? I mean, there definitely was 9 openers. I say that, but that's one book. The biggest sports book in the United States opened at 7.5. So I think we're just looking at a settlement. But again, the Yankees did change their pitcher, so let's just throw that out. Actually. But it went down when they changed pitchers. So TJ says he's got a prop on Judge in the over. Jamal's on the over. Demetrius over. Blake over. Michelle over. Let's take the over, Mindy, at 8 runs. Why not? I mean, they scored 13 yesterday.
I know, right?
Brito going to come in. Brito and Cole Irvin are going to come in and deal here. Burley on the run line. What do you mean by that, Mindy? You like the?
I still like the Nerfy in this one. If I take a look at where these two teams when they score, it's not in innings, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
It's
okay.
more
They're
of
late inning
they're
scorers.
late inning scorers, right? So
hitting the bullpens up. Okay.
yes, so you get the sometimes they're not scoring as much with that starting pitcher in there. Might be a little bit different today with Irvin. It's kind of how I see it, but. Again, there really isn't too many times that you see the Yankees score that first inning if you go and take a look at that. So, yeah, I think, Ramon, we made an executive decision to say, hey, Yankees over. Birthday. Happy birthday. There's your pick.
All right. I don't want to, one of my favorite shows does the birthday pick. I don't want any copyright infringement, but TJ Vasquez asked, so we're going to deliver that.
That's right.
All right, we're on the over in that one. Here we go. We're almost to the end of the baseball. I know all of you are sticking around for the NBA. There's 80 people here in our chat today.
That's right. All for the NBA.
Cardinals, Brewers, Montgomery and Lauer, a couple left-handers here going in this one. I'm showing the Brewers right now. The Cards on the road here, $1.45, 9 under 20. It's up half a little bit of a quarter run here.
These two pitchers love their opposing teams, right? I think this one's going to be a lot of strikeouts. Do we have any team prop strikeouts? I don't know, or game total strikeouts. I think this is going to be it here. Montgomery, 35% strikeout rate versus the Brewers. And then you have, Lauer here, 24% versus the Cardinals. I'm definitely going to go under the total here in this one.
Yeah, Mindy going under here with this one with the Cardinals and the Diamondbacks at 9 now.
Diamondbacks? Wow. What? Am I missing it?
Cardinals and Brewers. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Cardinals, Brewers. Cardinals $1.40 on the road. Total 9 under 20. Been a big move here to the slight move, but still to the over. Steam came in on the over. I'm going to take the Brewers at home here as a dog. Plus $1.20 or so. $1.20, $1.25. Mindy on the under here. Cardinals and Brewers today. Take a look what the chat's up to in this one. There's Cardinals team total over 4.5 for Stephen Beer. Thanks, Thomas. Catch you later. Thank you for stopping by. Butterscotch, St. Louis team total over. Also, so a little bit of support for that. Jamal's on the Brewers with me, though. Solo's on the Cardinals. Michelle's on the Cardinals. Ziggy says we noticed the Cardinals were favored. That I think he's saying he wanted to be on the Cardinals at that point. Brewers plus money for Verley. That's the way I'm looking. I mean, still the Brewers. So, dart throwers here today. Yeah, we talked about the Rays. We talked about the Rays, all right. And TJ Vasquez, Brewers, perfect at home so far. All right, Minnie, the Padres at the Braves here. Braves $1.50. Total is 9 under 15.
Yeah, these are kind of the opposite breakdown, right? I mean, these two pitchers don't pitch well against their opposing teams here. Waka, he gives up about a 400 average to this Braves team. And Morton, he gives up a 390 average versus this Padre team to the hitters there. I'm going to go here with a slugfest. I'm going to go over the total of 9 here today.
I want to say hello to Grimsey here today. Welcome, Grimsey.
Looks scary.
It looks adorable. Mindy, you just said over. Did you just say over on this one?
Yeah, I'm going over. I think it's going to be a
Yes.
hitters game today, Ramon.
I mean, the market's kind of agreeing with you here. It looks like. Here's Braves and over for Stephen Beer. Curtis says Minnesota Quinnipiac game. Do I have it? I don't know. I just take. I like Minnesota. They're gonna do it. They're like $2. I like. I don't think there's any value in the Golden Gophers today, but they seem like they're on a mission. I'd say if you're playing the price, you'd have to take Quinnipiac, maybe plus a goal and a half. But man, those games can easily have the open netter and the championship because it's all guns out. Michelle on the Braves today. Ziggy leaning over here with you. Jamal says Braves and over. It looks like I think when you have the slash, I think that means Braves and over. But you let me know if I don't know, Curtis. I was wondering the same thing, but I think that is Grimsey. Dave says he loves the Braves and Dodgers moneyline parlay. Blake's got a Yurfie here. All right, Mindy. I'm sorry. I got to make a play here. Well, again, I feel like the Padres, they got it done last night. These are good prices to get on the Padres, it feels like. I mean, they're in every game because of the offense. The pitching isn't too great so far. Demetrius is on the Braves here. Yep, even the good team. I mean, it's hard to even win 60% in baseball. We know that. So, all right. Well, 9 under 15, huh? All right, Mindy. I guess I got to pull the trigger here and take the Braves. Yeah, boy, I don't like that price, but I want to put some trust into Waka on the Padres now, but I'm just gonna have to see something from him. I'm worried that might be the Padres' weak spot. I want him, look, he's a veteran. The Padres got him for a reason. I'm laying the Braves minus $1.65. And Miguel here today. Thank you, Miguel. Great to have you. TJ on the over, Padres and Braves. Boy, maybe I should be on that with you, Mindy. They seem to be bumping runs there. Steam came in on the under, but now it's at 9 over, man. Okay. Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Dodgers are 15.55. Wow, I'm taking the Diamondbacks to that price. Okay. Dodgers 155. 9.5 under 15. So maybe this total's gone up a little bit.
Yeah, I got little teeny tiny ERAs in this game. I'm going to go under the total in this one, Ramon.
Under with the Dodgers and Diamondbacks today, you say?
That is it.
Right. Well, the Steam came in on the over, no doubt about it. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you see that up there at 9.5, I mean, again, it's in Arizona, so games are supposed to be a little bit higher scoring. But Mindy will take the under in this one, and I'm on the Dodgers. I mean, come on. $1.55. I just got to consider that a bit of a bargain at this point. Yeah, Davies up there for the Diamondbacks. Maybe gives them a chance, but I think the Dodgers might put up some runs. So I'll just be cautious a little bit here because Mindy likes the under. I'll go with the Dodgers.
Curtis has it as a lock, though. Whew.
It's got the he does? Let me see here. Okay, let me go to the chat here. Stephen Beer says Diamondbacks plus the 1.5 and money line. Dodgers just 500 on the run line so far. Blake says under. Curtis over he has him for a lock, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's been the move, no doubt. Here's TJ on the Dodgers, Solo on the Dodgers, Jamal on the Dodgers. TJ also on the under here.
Tiger Woods +3 makes the cut. Look at him
Oh,
go.
the cut ended up okay. Interesting. Thank you, Mindy. I didn't know
It
that
just
the
came across as my
cut line. Well, yeah, because that was just,
notification.
I thought it was going to end up being -2, but at -3, huh, is the cut line. So okay, we get a little Tiger on the weekend. The Tiger tracker is a little old, I will say that. No need for a Tiger tracker nowadays. So, okay, thank you for that. I just wanted to.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Makes me want to see who's sitting there at 3 over all of a sudden in the middle of our show.
Ramon can't help himself. He's being pulled away by data.
All right. Here's Demetrius on Arizona plus +1.5. And Curtis, I have no idea what those emojis are. Is that
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Oh, of course.
Different tigers two ways. One is just the face of a tiger, and the other one is the whole body tiger.
You know, again, not Tiger probably never win another golf tournament, but he'll probably win the Masters one more time somewhere in the next couple of years before he might be his only win. I think he'll win the Masters one more time, and that'll probably be it. Maybe he can win Riviera. All right, Nationals and Rockies. The Rockies here -$1.35. The total is 11.
Oh boy, this is going to be a pretty crazy game, I think. It's one of those. Colorado has the fourth worst bullpen right now. Trevor Williams for the Nationals, just can't really get things going much. He has his 13% K rate. He gives up a batting average of 4.38 to opposing Rocky hitters here. Gomber, he's not that much better. He gives up a 460 batting average himself to the Nationals. I'm going to go over the total here.
Going over, you said?
Yeah, I'm going to go over here. Both give up a lot of high batting averages. Plus, we got bad bullpens. That's where I'm heading. Going over.
Okay, TJ's on the over with you, but Curtis has it as a lot going under. And Michelle says, do we use Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah, take a look. Sorry. Let me see if I can pop those up there.
Twitter's.
Oh, yours is, goes off there. Tony's picks.
Mindy.
Oh, yeah, I'm Tony's picks Ramon, actually. Or this one, too. This one, you get a little bit more content. Sometimes you get my opinion on this one. If you don't like that, just go. Tony's picks Ramon, though. I put a play out there every day. So follow them both. Okay. Nationals plus +1.5 here for Stephen Beer. Demetrius will take the Nationals plus +1.5 or 1.6 in this case. No, teasing you a little bit there. Butterscotch, Washington plus +1.5. He does like the over. Matt says maybe the weather. We saw yesterday 15 runs after 1 run the first game. Hey, Neil's here. Good to see you. Jamal's on the Nats. Z will take the Rockies. Okay, Z's on the Rockies. I'm on the Rockies. I'll take the Rockies here at -$1.35. Wow, that sounds like value to me. And 209 Valley. Good to see you. We just did the whole NHL card at the beginning of the show. Valley, every game.
Is the 209 the zip code?
Oh, I'm sure.
209 Valley?
Are you Googling it or?
No, I mean, I haven't. Maybe I should. I was hoping I could be lazy and they would just tell me where the 209 area code. Where's it going to be?
Thanks, Neil. I like love better. I like when you said, "Been missing you, love."
Hey, love. It looks like it's in your California there.
Okay, must be like the Central Valley or something. It must be the Central Valley.
It looks like it is in the middle of the state.
Probably in that.
Looks like maybe Fresno. Is that right?
All right.
Huh. Hmm.
All right. Let's keep going here. We're almost done, Mindy.
That's impossible. Impossible.
We got basketball. Don't forget.
Oh, I already forgot.
Blue Jays and Angels. The Angels here with Tyler Anderson, $1.20, 9/20.
Well, I mean, you have two pretty similar pitchers here. I know Barrios is not off to a good start. Ohtani hits, 420 against him.
420.
Right?
Thrower.
It's one of those like, man, I kind of like, Angels first five. I'm gonna go Angels. I'm gonna go Angels here. Minus 120 today.
Yeah, I'm going on the Angels. I tell you what, there isn't going to be a sharp in the world, I think, on Toronto in this game. When I say on my Twitter, on my personal Twitter, I know who the sharps are on. I'm just kidding. I don't really know who the sharps are on. I don't really know any sharps, but I speculate who I think sharps are going to be on. And I think they're going to be all over the Angels in this game, and so am I, and so is Mindy. I don't know any sharps. I just pretend to know them. And that's when I say I know who the sharps are on, I'm speculating at all times. No one's calling me and say, hey, I'm a winning bettor. I just try to make the determination myself. Scott Smart said, college hockey, I'm on the Golden Gophers to win. And TJ says no basketball, so I guess he's out of here. Thank you, TJ, for today. Blake's on the Angels.
Yeah, kind of like one of those Angels in the first 3 innings. If you have that wager you can make in this one. So.
Scott Smart says take the over in the Frozen Four final. Demetrius Angels plus 1.5. Stephen Beer says taking the Angels. Ohtani over 1.5 bases is a lock for Scotch.
Heck yeah.
Ziggy on the Angels.
The average against
the Angels. Let's take them. That's Major League Baseball. We're on the Angels. We had some plays in there. Was it 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're up to 12, so we totally annihilated the over/under of 10.
All right, let's go to the NBA. Let's get this show over with. Let's get this show on the road. All right. We got to get out of here. I mean, come on. All right, Mindy. Let's roll in the NBA. The first game up. The Nuggets going to be at the Jazz here today. Maybe these games will be playable. We'll see.
Right.
Nuggets and Jazz here. Nuggets are -6, a total 225.
Well, again, we've been kind of talking about these folks here for the last 3 games. You got, the, just regular role players that are probably going to be in there today with no real sense of urgency. I'm going to take the under, 225.5.
Steam came in on the under. There's that. Doesn't look very solid to me, but I've been trying to say play these moves. I'm just not so sure on this game. So I'll take the Utah Jazz at home here plus 6 points. That's not sure. Nobody's sure, but we do know this about this particular game, which does go off, by the way, at 3:40 Eastern and 12:30 Pacific. And 230 Mindy, by the way. Let me check that. I just want to see. I see a move now to 225-ish. So
Yeah.
Jokic questionable still. And Markkanen out for the Jazz. Jazz have guys out, no doubt. Clarkson, Gay, THT out. They're all out. But, what's Denver doing too? That type of thing. So I'm going to take the Jazz here.
Okay.
Just on the show. Why not? All right. Anybody's playing the NBA with us? Let's take a look at the chat.
Everyone left. They're like, see you later.
All right, Dart, we'll see it around there. Neil's got us a nice parlay there on the screen. Stephen Beer's on the Nuggets here. Dave's got a little parlay action. Ziggy on the under here with you, Mindy. Grimsey's on the Jazz plus points. Burley says, this is the only one I'm taking. I'm taking the Jazz, he says. Demetrius, money line here. Yeah, Neil, we started off with NHL today. Sorry if you probably timed it and said I'm going to tune into the show at 7,
today.
And get the NHL. But since the game started early, we went early with that. So it's out there, though. Sorry, but it's okay. It's there. Jamal on the under with you, Mindy. And that's been the move. And I, kind of said take the moves here. I just feel I don't know about this one. All right. The Timberwolves are on the road. They're a massive favorite today. They're favored by 14 points. They'll be taking on the Spurs in San Antonio. All right, Mindy.
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. I think this one should finish well over the total here. Both are kind of still top 10 in pace. A couple of these one or two teams in this game don't really believe in much defense here. I think there's going to be plenty of opportunities. San Antonio tends to kind of go over, taking the over.
Yeah. Oh, Neil, no, if you have time, the show, just rewind the show to the beginning and all the games are there. So, but yeah, come on.
Yeah, I'll also put in the plays here if you wait till the end of the show.
Oh, that's true too, Scott. At least
I'll put the consensus play up, so if those are ones you're interested in.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We do list consensus plays, but of course, the games we don't agree on, you'd have to go back and watch the whole thing, I guess. Just thought about that, actually. Okay. Here's Butterscotch on San Antonio. That's the way I would look, but I'm going over with Mindy. Spurs plus 13 and over for Demetrius. Mindy, I think this one's big time over today. It just feels like this is going to be ridiculously over. I like that, Blake. Grimsey, Spurs money line. I don't mind that. Ziggy would take Minnesota minus 14. Stephen Beer plus points and money line. What, Mindy?
I'm going to get the big dog up here.
Oh, my God.
This one's small compared to my sister's, the one that ate the turkey.
This seems like a human. Look at it.
I know. She's so cute. And she's a big chicken.
Is there any reason for me to even be on screen anymore?
But she usually just lays down here and you can see her tail wagging. She's the one that pulled down my lighting a couple days ago.
Jamal's on the Wolves. I'm waiting for the comments, you guys. Can't trust the Wolves, says Grimsey. Grimsey's avatar might be a picture of the dog.
Oh, it's a skull, right? Grimsey? It's one of the... I don't know what they are.
Just saying, it's white. It's got eyes. I don't know.
Oh, okay. But I don't know what that is, because isn't it like, I haven't seen it, but isn't it like the Caroline thing? Like that's the skull. I don't know what it means. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know, but we're on the over in this one. There's going to be 270 points in this game. All right.
270. All right.
Oops.
I like it. Oh, now the little dog is jealous. Come here.
No, nothing's going to top that. I think the animal.
Yeah, she's just tiny. This one's so tiny.
Care. We love this one.
They all need haircuts too, but We got to wait till it gets a little bit
We
warmer.
love this one, but nothing's going to top that last few minutes there. All right, the Trailblazers are taking on the Clippers. The Clippers are favored by 17. I'm sure the Trailblazers will win this game. What do you got?
Well, I was gonna go with the Clippers. I'm gonna take the Clippers here minus 17. I think they still need a win, right, to stay in to stay out of that play-in tournament, right? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the Clippers.
All right, and let's see if the chat says anything here. Mindy's going to be on the Clippers here in this one, and this total just keeps going up, up, up. I guess the move's, going to be. I'm going under. I mean, I don't care. Blazers plus 17 for Steven. Thanks, TJ. We do. There is a dog here, actually. Demetrius is on the Clippers. Ziggy says he'll take the Blazers. Scotch on the Clippers. Grimsey's on the Blazers. Definitely going to see a mixed bag here in this one. Mindy's on the Clippers. I'm on the under. I think the show's over. It's been 2 hours. Let's just get out of here. Thank everybody. Thank you for sticking around the whole time.
Yeah. Awesome. All right.
So I'll just flash a couple other games up there while Mindy's getting the picks ready, but you wanted the NCAA Frozen Four final. There it is, Minnesota, minus $1.85. The total 6.5 over 30. I think Minnesota's going to win. They haven't won it in, 20 years. Quinnipiac, they look great against Michigan. I think it was 5-2 final score. So hats off to them. And we did have someone in the chat suggest the over in that game. Thank you, Blake. Great job. Jamal, great job. TJ Vasquez, great job. Stephen Beer. Nice to have you guys. Just a couple more games I'll show. I think I actually got a play here for you. Let me see here. All right. The Vipers and the Battlehawks.
Oh, nice.
Where are my picks? Yeah. Where are my picks in this one? All right. Vipers and the Battlehawks right here at 7. I like the Vegas Vipers plus 7 points today. It's a lean in the XFL. And we got the Renegades and the Guardians. Let's take a look at that one. Guardians are favored here, 1.5. And been move here on the Guardians, and I like the Guardians here to win this game against the Renegades at home.
Cool.
A couple of XFL plays.
I like your XFL plays. Too bad you couldn't.
Well, I've been watching it
a lot over the year.
Every game's on ESPN Plus, so I always end up checking out some of it. So great to have all you guys. There's Butterscotch. TJ Vasquez, happy birthday. I'm glad we got someone older than me hanging around here. Whoa, sorry, TJ.
Don't let him lie to you. Don't let him lie to you.
No, TJ told us his age. So that's that. Let's take a look. Mindy's got the picks coming. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Check out our premium picks. That's our best picks every day over at Tony's Picks. Stand by. Mindy and I have our plays coming to you. Long-term subscribers, be ready. Here they come. I mean, we know the baseball starts in just a couple hours. So I don't mean these plays, Mindy. I meant your premiums and stuff like that. Yeah, but we will get to these plays as well. Take a look at the handicapper leaderboard, see who's hot, then get signed up. Use that promo code, Tony T at checkout. Neil, Curtis, Scotch, thank you. Here comes the hockey. Hurricanes, Penguins under, Jets under, Flyers over, Bruins, Flames over, Avalanche under. Hockey's got to carry us. Got to get it done in hockey. Also, Spurs over is our play. I actually like this one a whole lot. We hate the NBA right now. I feel great about that play. And baseball, Astros under, Reds, Cubs under, Yankees over, and Angels. All right, Mindy.
Sounds like wins. Perfect.
Great job.
Way to start off our weekend.
We'll get you out of here. I'm going to let you know a steam play is coming in right now, and boy, you're not going to be you're going to be laughing at this one. The Sharps are betting the
Clippers.
Toronto Maple Leafs
Oh,
right now. Yep, there's shooting past 350. Here comes more money coming in on Toronto today. So, all right, it was a good 2 hours. Thank you. We'll catch you tomorrow. More morning steam with. Get ready for that big NBA card tomorrow. It's going to be NBA. It's going to be baseball for the most part. Yep, tomorrow. So join us. Thank you, Corday. Great to have you as well today, as always. All right. We're back tomorrow, Mindy, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Pacific with more morning steam. Thank you to everybody today. Great contributions. Let's get some winners.
Let's do it.
All right. For Mindy Hahne, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye.